Well, for me it means a privilege to be able to preside over these citizenship ceremonies. What greater gift can you give to anyone than their Canadian citizenship? So truly it's a privilege. Truly I feel for these people who have come to Canada. This is the end, not the end, but the end of a process for them to finally become citizens, and it's very meaningful to me.
A special event for our school. I think it will help our children understand what it truly means to be Canadians, renew their pride in being Canadians. Also, the teachers in their classroom will be working with the children to reconstruct this whole process of immigration and what it means to these people that have actually left their homelands and come here, and the courage that they have to learn a new language in a new country and new cultures. So we want to sensitize them to the importance of these issues with them. So we're very, very honored and proud to have this real live opportunity to give hands-on learning to the
Today
children.
is your birthday as Canadian citizens. You have left your homeland, 17 countries, for many reasons. Perhaps your country was ravaged by war. Perhaps you wanted to leave behind a life of poverty and reach for a better future. Whatever the reasons, today is the day that you gain the new Canadian identity, and you have become a member of this great big family called Canada.
At these special ceremonies, it's always wonderful. They come up with their families. Probably you see me talking to them. I always want to know what country they come from. When I see them with children, I'm always interested to know how old the children are. And this is because young children they'll remember the citizenship ceremony. So I think that's special. And I very often, if you notice, announce the children's age, especially if I'm doing a ceremony in a school. And that's so that the other students in the school will realize that these youngsters weren't born in Canada. They didn't grow up here. They didn't necessarily have all the privileges that many of the students have had. And so I ask them their age and what country they've come from. And what they say to me is very often, it's the happiest day of my life. I'm so happy to be here. I thank God. I mean, there's always wonderful things that they say.
I think it's an opportunity for students to learn our culture of Canada, the history of Canada, what Canada is all about, and how immigrants arrive in this country have to work hard to get where they are and becoming new Canadian citizens in order to fulfill their duties and obligations as a Canadian citizen.
Because sometimes we take our Canadian identity for granted, and again, I include myself in that group. We neither had to ask for it, work for it, or even sacrifice for it. Aujourd'hui, on célèbre avec les Nouvelles Canadiens qui ont choisi ce pays, qui ont choisi la liberté, choisi l'espoir et ont choisi de rêver devant, durant les bons temps et les temps qui sont un petit peu plus mauvais, on pourrait dire.